insecticides, herbicides, pesticides. That's all part of an industry. I mean, that's all feeding that arm of the industry. But there's industry that gets along without that as well, or with minimal use of those types of things.
I think possibly what you may be referring to is absentee ownership versus local ownership and use of the land.
Yeah, a lot of the big corporate farms are also, and Debbie's dad was one of 10 siblings. They all are. So lo and behold, as the next generation comes up, they've only got 7 kids. A few of them farmed, and a few of them, and some of them did not. They went off and became college professors or whatever. But as a family, they don't want to give up that land. So now you see one of them farming maybe 3 of those. They're keeping that in the family. So, but he's on the farm. He's actively doing it.
So even though they may be a
and like you said, that's not
say they're not. What I'm thinking of is the ones that are being bought by large.
That's right. And so the owner is not really on the land, and I guarantee you there's a large percentage they've never seen. They see a bottom line sheet. Is that land producing? But what he was talking about going through is that I'm being taxed for what I've created unless I reinvest. And the way you reinvest is playing on land. That's not a heck of a lot difference. Part of the housing crisis, as far as I'm concerned, was created by capital gain. You were allowed not to pay capital gain one time. Now, World War II, you know, our parents came home from World War II and the Depression. They bought a house and they died in that house. We are a much more mobile unit of people. So you move from one house to the next house. You sold your house for 150. You buy a house for 125. You're paying capital gain on 25 grand. You know, depending on your income, that could be a big slice. That could be a big hurt. So you have a tendency to keep going up. And if the bank's willing to let you sign, then pretty soon when it comes down, the government created this situation, and then they're blaming it on the people, and that's them to pay for the situation. That's the kind of intervention these guys don't want. Okay, and I'm all with them.